are the actual costs involved in selling your home? That's what we're going to talk about on this episode of Ryan and Real Estate. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Ryan and Real Estate. As always, we try to be as informative and help you, the home buyer, the home seller, or if you're just like, I like real estate and I just want to stay up and listen to anything I can about it, we're here for you too. If you haven't done so, take a minute, subscribe to our channel, like this, leave a comment, and then click that notification bell so that you're getting all of our information. All the YouTube things, just do them. You know what they are. Okay, what are the costs in actually selling a home? Everybody always kind of wants to know this, and there's a lot of different answers. Now, because of the new NAR settlement, that answer is a little bit different, but kind of the same. I'm gonna explain exactly what it means. So let's first break it down. The biggest bulk of that is paying the real estate brokers. Now, per the NAR settlement, as a seller, you cannot directly pay the buyer's agent for that, but you can give a credit to the buyer to allow the buyer's agent to pay for that commission. But standardly, here's how it works. You usually are going to pay 3% of the sales price to the listing agent and 3% to the buyer's agent. Now, you don't have to pay anything if you want to the buyer's agent. Technically, you don't have to pay anything you want to the listing agent, but good luck finding a listing agent that can list your house for free. But the standard is typically 3%, although there's a variation of that depending on who you work with, the quality of realtor you go with. But that is 6% right there. So on a $400,000 house, for example, that would be $24,000 that would be used for the brokers to broker this sale. $12,000 being going to the buyer's agent, $12,000 going to the listing agent. Next, you have title fees. Now, what's included in title fees? You have recording fees, you have escrow fee, you have title insurance, and there's a bunch of other little random fees. Those things, which basically are what's used to pay for the transfer of the property and to ensure that it's being transferred correctly. That can range anywhere, usually between 1% and 3%, depending on if your HOA has foundation fees, the other transfer fees, and depending on the cost of the home. All of that in there, plan on 1% to 3%. Typically, what I tell people is if you're going to pay 3% to the listing agent, 3% to the buyer's agent, just plan on it being about between 7.5% to 8% of the sales price of a home. So in total, that would be, let's say that take that $400,000 home, that would be $30,000 that you would be spending to sell your home, the total cost of what it would cost. So let's take a home as an example. Let's say you have a $400,000 home. After you pay the real estate brokers their 3% and 3%, and you pay the title fees, let's say it's at 7.5%, that's going to be $30,000. Take that away from the $400,000, that's going to net you $370,000. Now, after that $370,000, whatever mortgage you have left, let's say you owe $200,000 on your mortgage still, well, we're going to deduct paying that mortgage off, which will leave you with a grand total of $170,000, in which you would net off the sale of your property. Now again, there could be other little small fees. It could also be when you're under contract, you make a negotiation to take care of some of those repairs that needed to be done per the inspection. You're gonna have to deduct from that. Maybe you spent some money on painting, prepping the home, some staging, whatever it might be. Of course, you're gonna deduct that. But basically, that is the way, and that is what it costs to sell a home. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. As always, if we can be any help to you, just let us know. Otherwise, we'll see you next time on Ryan and Real Estate.